Today we're going to be ranking every single Gorilla Tag map that's currently in the game. I'll be going over what rank I put them in and the reason why I'm putting them there. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. First map we're going to be starting with is obviously Forest. I don't think I need to give a reason why I give it this grade. Forest is an immediate S tier, and I think it deserves that. Oh my god. I think it deserves that ranking because it's really fun to play on all game modes like Infection, Freeze Tag, Guardian. Overall, it's just a really good map to play any game mode on. Next up is Beach. Now, Beach is still a relatively new map. It hasn't been around for that long, so it doesn't really have that nostalgia factor to it. But the cables that you can swing on, as you can see all over here, those are a pretty cool addition to this map. It allows for a pretty fast way to, get from point A to point B. But that doesn't make the map great. The water can get pretty annoying if you keep, falling into it and if you don't know how to swim. But the whole aesthetic of a literal sunken ship, that's pretty cool. As for the game modes played, Infection can be a little boring because there is a coral reef down there that you can just hide in and camp there the whole game. So I'm going to confidently give this map a B tier. The next map we're going to be ranking is Canyons. Now, I'm going to probably get a lot of hate for saying this, but I'm honestly not a huge fan of Canyons. But I don't mean its current version. I liked the old Canyons that didn't have all these ropes, these vines, these, the cords that you can ride on. I just don't like that a whole lot. I miss the old Canyons where it was a pure skill map, where you didn't have all these, extra obstacles and stuff that you would have to navigate. But that doesn't mean it's not fun to play on. Don't get me wrong, I love running a good old Infection map in here, but it just doesn't feel the same as it used to. So I'm gonna rank this map in C tier. Up next is the revamped caves. Now, you either love or hate revamped caves. There's no in between. Revamped caves was very controversial when it first came out because it replaced the OG caves that we all were used to and that we all really liked. Lemming was just trying to keep the game fresh, so he decided to revamp the caves and add some new stuff and add some water down here, but it didn't sit well with a lot of people. And honestly, I don't see why. I personally think that revamped caves is a great map, and I have a feeling that the people who don't like the map kind of got hung up on the nostalgia from the old map, which translated to hate for the new map. But in my personal opinion, Caves gets an A. Oh boy, where do I even begin? The OG caves don't really feel OG anymore, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. They've added a whole ton of stuff down here that's made this map even more fun than it used to be. And this is the map that includes the mines, which is home to minigames like crates and no running in the halls. But if that wasn't enough, we've got a literal horror update about to be made. It's a map inside of a map. How can you not like that? So I can, with 100% confidence, give this map an easy S tier. And up next is, oh boy, Clouds. It's Clouds. This version of Clouds, I would argue, is not good at all. Sure, you can get the wind gliders and you can fly around this map. It doesn't feel like it's made for Gorilla Tag. It feels like this should be its own separate game because it's almost impossible to tag people. In Infection, in Freeze Tag. Playing Guardian here I don't think even is possible. This is more of just a casual map than an actual competitive map. I think the old version of Clouds was 10 times better than this. So I'm gonna rank this map in D tier. And up next is City, arguably the most popular map behind Forest, and it earns that. This is where you get your cosmetics, where you complete your tasks, where you go to get your shiny rocks. Heck, you can even go here to build your own map. And that's not even mentioning the hundreds of mini games that are played here. Like Monkey on the Shelf, Eviction, Hide and Seek, you name it, it was likely made here. Now, you can't actually play game modes in City. You do need to go into a private lobby to do that. But even then, it's still a really good map to play that on. But it's an overall really solid map. And very important. So I can confidently put this map in S tier. Basement. Yeah, this map's not good. Besides allegedly having teasers as posters on the wall, this is gonna get an F tier from me. Next is Mountains. This map I have mixed opinions about. Mountains are like Minecraft. You have to be in a very specific mood to want to play in this map. But that's not saying that it's a bad one. It's got secret tunnel down there, it's got slides that you can race on, and it's got one big slide that literally goes out of the map. and I'm a little bit biased because one of my first Gorilla Tag videos was recorded here. So my ranking for this is going to be a confident B tier. And up next is the Swamp Map. Or something, I have no idea how to pronounce that. This is what it looks like on the wiki. Now, once again, I'm not a big fan of this map. All it is just a house that's surrounded by trees. It kind of just feels like forest with a big house plopped in the middle of it. And the only really good game modes that you can play on here are Guardian. I'm not really a huge fan of this map. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this map a C tier. And the final map is the Metro map. Now, in a previous video, I already stated my feelings with this map. I still stand by what I said. They just added this map and literally never touched it again, with only an occasional accommodation for small seasonal updates. This map definitely felt a lot cooler when it first came out. The only game mode that's really fun on this map is Infection. The map feels very incorrectly scaled, if that makes sense. But this map has one single redeeming factor: cool gold monkey statue. So that alone is going to put this map at a D tier. So there you have it. There are my rankings for every single map in Gorilla Tag. I will update this if there's any revamps to the maps or if a new one gets added. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to, please make sure you like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And that'll do it for today. Bye-bye.